My name is Brittany Boyd, and I wrote this prose piece about 14 years ago in 11th grade. Let me find the page. Okay, and it's called Another Challenge to the Dream. When I read the email that I had won second place in Carnegie Mellon University's Martin Luther King Jr. Day writing contest last year, I felt very proud of my accomplishment. In addition to winning second place, my article was also featured in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette newspaper on Martin Luther King's birthday. I was excited that my story had been recognized as a good piece of writing, and I was even more excited because I knew that I would be able to speak in a university setting. This honor meant that my concern about colorism would be heard at a respectable college. When I took my place at the podium, my heart was beating fast and my palms were sweaty. However, I also felt a sense of great pride to be able to present my story. I was sharing an important message of the need to stop colorism. Shortly after the contest, while I was at school, a message appeared on the message board addressed to me. I wondered who would be sending me mail at school. My friend Natasha and I went into the bathroom so that I could read the letter in private. When I opened the letter, I saw that it was regarding the essay I had written for the contest. So immediately I thought to myself that it must just be a letter congratulating me on how awesome they liked my essay since it was featured in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. However, the more I read the letter, the more that I saw it was quite the opposite. The stranger who wrote the letter to me identified himself by an address label that had a picture of General Robert E. Lee on it. In addition, a Confederate flag had been copied on the right side of the paper. It never occurred to me that the letter that I had received would be one that would cause me fear, nervousness, and a deeper understanding of racism. In the opening of his letter, he wrote, "I dispute the common Black claim of white discrimination against you people, an objection that confused me because my essay focused on colorism." The letter also included another provocative statement, such as, "I don't call it discrimination for us whites to take reasonable, self-protective steps to protect ourselves against Black violence and Black crime. And you Blacks run your mouth, and the white power structure caters to you Blacks and gives you Blacks whatever you demand." As I read the letter over and over again in my school bathroom, I grew more angry and fearful of this man. Tears began to build up in my eyes, yet I was too embarrassed to let my Black friend, Natasha, see me cry. I was confused. First, why did this man write such crude remarks to me? I was only in 11th grade. Second, why were his words so hurtful and racist? For the first time in my life, I did not feel like a human being. I felt like an animal. Being referred to as you Blacks with such negative connotations stirred up feelings of anger in me. I was hurt and embarrassed. Finally, I let Natasha read the letter, and when she was done, I had to catch my school bus. As I walked out of my school's doors, tears rolled down my face. During the bus ride home, I couldn't help but read the letter over and over again. And when I got home, I ran into my mom's arms and showed her the letter. The tears were uncontrollable at that point, and I was entirely distressed. My mom immediately tried to soothe me with her tender words, as she always does when I'm upset. And she told me to try not to focus on this man's words. From the tone of his letter, he appeared bitter, and there was nothing we could do to change his feelings. She then reminded me that only I can control how I reacted to his letter. I have many friends from various races, and I have always felt accepted. However, amidst the diversity within my group of friends, I finally realized that some people will believe in the white supremacy and Jim Crow racist laws. In all of my life, I have strived to live by Martin Luther King's lead and not react violently or crudely when racist slurs or thoughts have been said to me. Even though I had gotten this rude letter from this man, my values did not have to budge or change. I would continue to lead a good life and be an example for others. I did not react rudely to the letter. From this experience, I realized how humiliating an attack or of verbally degrading and vulgar words can make anyone feel, whether you're white, black, man, or woman. However, it is an individual's choice how he or she will react to the situation. I truly believe that this concept of maintaining individual integrity is the message that Martin Luther King Jr. wrote of and displayed. Yes, he was called every name in a book, imprisoned, and sought out to be killed. However, rather than reacting with violence, he reacted with tolerance and intelligence. Thank you.